Hai, Assalamualaikum. So, hari ini will be our first chapter lecture untuk MAF 651, Chapter 1. Tajuk dia adalah Management Accounting Practices in Changing Business Environment. This will be our topic outcome. So, at the end of the chapter, you should be able to describe the evolution of management accounting using the IFAC model. The article I dah share dengan you guys dalam WhatsApp group kita. Second one adalah to explain the difference between the traditional management accounting approach and the contemporary approach. And the last one adalah to analyze the impact of technology and globalization on the company's competitive advantage. Before we begin anything, let us introduce ourselves to the management accounting. Management accounting refers to the process and techniques that focus on the effective and efficient use of organizational resources to support managers in their task of enhancing both customer value and also shareholders value. This definition is given by IFAC 2002. And because of that, we have another definition to look at, the management accounting system. So just now we know what is management accounting. Now what is the MAS or management accounting system? It's actually an information system that produces information required by managers to create value and manage resources. Right, moving on, this is the evolution of management accounting using IFAC model. As you can see from here, this table also available dekat you punya article on IFAC, yang IFAC model tu, right? So it's here as well. So altogether we have 4 stages, of which the first stage focus on the cost determination and financial control. Second stage focus on information for management planning and control. The third stage focus on reduction of waste and in the business process. The fourth stage focus on creation of value through effective resource use. Okay, so we are going to look at this stage details in the next slide. These are the IFAC's 4 stages evolution in management accounting. So stage 1, which is prior to 1950, sebelum 1950. Stage 2 adalah 1950 to 1965. Stage 3 adalah 1965 to 1985. And the stage 4 adalah by 1995.
Stage 1 focusing on the cost determination and financial control. So the focus is determination of cost. They are using the simple product technology where the product goes through a series of distinctive process. Dia tak complicated lah proses tu. Labor and materials was easily identifiable sebab masa tu manufacturing process ni adalah manual operation. So it's easier to identify how much labor and cost involved in the process. So the technique used in this stage adalah cost accounting technique such as stock valuation method and budgeting. Simple je. Okay. Untuk stage 2, the focus has shifted from cost determination kepada management planning and control. Right, so it involves staff support to line management through the use of technologies such as decision analysis and also responsibility accounting. Management control were oriented towards manufacturing and internal administration. So control dia focus more on manufacturing dan internal admin rather than the strategic and environmental consideration. Therefore, the technique used during this stage adalah the marginal costing, CVP analysis and responsibility accounting. Moving on to the next stage, which is stage 3, where they focus on reduction of business waste in the business process. So because of the increased global competition in the early 1980s, it threatened the Western established market. So this increased competition also happened due to rapid technological development yang affect the industrial sector. In this stage, the use of robotics and computer control processes improve the quality and also reduce costs. So now, because of this emerge of computer and robots, they started to improve the quality and also reduce costs. So the development in computer changed the nature and amount of data which could be accessed by managers. So masa ni dah ada komputer, okay, so it involve a lot of data yang could be accessed by manager. Therefore, the design, maintenance and interpretation of information system become important in effective management. So in this stage, more process analysis applies, such as JIT system and also ABC. The last stage adalah stage 4, which focus on creating value through effective resource use, which is by 1995. So in the 1990, the industry worldwide faced uncertainty and advance in manufacturing and information processing technologies. So pada masa ni dah ada World Wide Web or WWW yang lead to the appearance of e-commerce. So the focus of management shifted to creating value through effective resources use. And yang ni dicapai melalui penggunaan teknologi yang examine the customer value, shareholder value and organizational innovation. So in this stage, the managers try to identify factors that could potentially increase shareholders' value and eliminate the non-value added activities. For example, in this stage, dah ada analysis of customers and shareholder value and organizational innovation such as total quality management and also business process re-engineering. So yang ni dah kira agak modern lah, right? Moving along, this stage 5 adalah informally and identify and categorize. So stage 5 start daripada early 21st century. Management accounting focus on risk management and strategic management accounting. So yang ni yang kita berada sekarang dekat stage 5, tapi dia sebenarnya tidak identified secara formal by IFAC. Right, dalam satu artikel daripada Johnson and Kaplan pada tahun 1986, dia mengatakan bahawa management accounting ni dah lost its relevance kerana limited technical development within management accounting walaupun berlakunya changes dalam manufacturing technology pada masa tu. So kita katakan dia dah lost relevance. So apa yang berlaku adalah the management accounting system dah jadi subservient to financial accounting. Dia berada di bawah. So the focus more on financial accounting. So the MA report was found to be historical, less timely and too aggregated. Terlalu banyak. Okay. The accounting academics failed to innovate and address the issues of management accounting practice in their teaching because the focus more on financial accounting. And hence the development of MA has slowed down, caused MA to lose its relevance in the new millennium. So this is an article by Johnson and Kaplan mengenai relevance loss of management accounting pada tahun 1986. However, dia juga dah identify how to regain the relevance of management accounting. We will see in the next slide. This relevance regain by Kaplan and Johnson 1986, dia suggested that ada dua cara on how to regain the management accounting relevance. First adalah the modern corporation must work hard towards designing the new MA system that will assist managers more fully in long-term planning. And then second one, like in order to sustain and remain relevant, the MA has to keep up to date in line with the changes that occurs in the environment. Maksudnya kita kena sentiasa berubah mengikut perubahan environment. Next, we're moving on to contemporary versus traditional management accounting. So I have prepared here the slides. We can look at the traditional MA and also compare it with the contemporary MA. So traditional MA focus more on reporting financial data. So untuk contemporary, they include both financial and non-financial information. Traditional MA focus on shorter terms, operational issues and planning, whereby the contemporary focus more on strategy issues and planning. Untuk traditional MA, dia internal information and inward looking. Untuk contemporary, the internal and external information more outward looking. Next is Ferreira 2002. They has come out with the traditional versus contemporary management accounting tools and technique. So they compare antara the previous MA technique dengan contemporary MA techniques. So previously we used product costing, and then the contemporary approach would be activity-based costing, which is ABC. Previously we used budgeting, but now we use balanced scorecard. Previously we used variance analysis, but now we use the customer profitability analysis and so on. Okay, so if you want to read further, you can go look for Ferreira 2002. Next, moving on the management accounting and changes in business environment. The changes in business environment has led to the organizational change. So the main goal of business today adalah dua, to improve shareholders and stakeholders value rather than focus on profit maximization. So nowadays it's not about who get the most profit, but it's actually value siapa yang meningkat. Right? And then the business organization increase competitiveness to ultimately increase market share and profit by three ways. First one, they improve the product or service quality, and then they improve delivery responsiveness, and also the cost performance, and also innovativeness. So this leads organization to adopt new management structure, system and practices. So business is going to be like this iguana that change its color depending on the surrounding. The changes in environment will change the color of this iguana as well. These are the changes in business environment and organizational responses. So, apa perubahan dalam business environment and apa responses yang organization kena take untuk be relevant and be competitive in the industry that they are dealing with. This one also, the same, is a continuation from the previous slide. So, please read on this one as well. This one adalah the impact of technology and globalization on the businesses. So more businesses adopt technology in their daily activities. So this allow company to increase efficiency and flexibility that will enhance their competitive advantage. So this globalization poses as opportunity as well as threat to the business. Okay, some company that are reluctant to change, they will consider this globalization as threats. And some company take this as opportunity to expand their business opportunities or business markets to the other region of their business lah. And then it allows company to venture into new wider market space and at the same time to enable business to explore new and cheaper resources for their business. Just like Shopee or Lazada, right? You don't have to have a physical store to have a Shopee shop dekat Shopee apps tu lah, right? So that will allow you to sell to the people outside your area. in a more cheaper way lah, because you don't have to rent a shop and you don't have to incur staff costs maybe. Alright, so these are the impacts of technology and globalization on the businesses. So due to that globalization, what are the rules of management accounting in the new business environment? So we are there to provide the strategic direction. Okay, you have to decide where to go, what is the objective of the business, what are we trying to achieve in the future. Operational control provide feedback about quality, timeliness, and efficiency of tasks performed and operating units. So you can work as operational control to see if the current workflow is efficient or not, timeliness or not, right? And then product service and product customer costing. So this one is a management accountant role. You have to determine the service cost atau product custom and customer costing. If it's too costly to serve one particular customer, you mungkin takkan serve dia punya customer tu pun, right? So you have to know that each customer yang kita serve tu dia ada cost yang terlibat. So kalau dia too high, tak berbaloi dengan what you can get in the future, so you may not want to serve that market. And then organizational performance measurement, measure performance in line with strategy. Okay, so that's the end of our chapter untuk chapter 1. So I hope you enjoyed the lecture, and don't forget to read the article that I share with you. I'll see you guys again in our next topic. Thank you. Bye.